Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we are currently fighting Malacca and, of course, also Japan. And we just started this war, so we need to start making our way in here. I do want to get this force here heading out to take control of the Straits of Johor, and then we're going to take these guys on in, and these guys on in, and these guys on in. So what are we looking to get from Malacca and Japan here? That's the question. This is a potential problem over this way, I should point out. Let's roll up a new leader, and we'll put this guy in here. We'll force march these over to here, and we may need to move in at least one more unit here, which is doable. So we bring these guys in like so. I'm not sure where our fleet is, but that should be fine. So we're going to stack these guys together, and then these guys will stack together here. And then we'll see about moving down. We might get cut off here. That's okay. So as far as Malacca goes, what are we looking to take here? Well, we'll have to take a day. Actually, more than a day. We'll have to wait until this returns, I think. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to wait for a bit. But that's fine. So we're going to head on in here. No problem. And... It used this navy to go up here, didn't it? No, it didn't. I thought I told you to come here. Why were you going here? That makes no sense. Oh, right. It did use this navy for this transport. Okay. After we're done with that, then you can come back. Perfect. I got slightly confused there. I managed to confuse myself. Perfect. And we're just going to head on over this way. We are, of course, looking to fight Japan again here. Pueblo separatists, we don't care about that. So as far as Malacca goes, what can we get from them? We can get their full annexation. That's wild. As far as Japan goes, we definitely want to try to take Tsushima. And then just continue pushing our way down here. I'm not expecting that we're able to fully annex Japan with this war. Oh, definitely not. That's not even close. But fair enough. So something kind of like that. What if we didn't take Tsushima? Tsushima's basically the only option. Okay. So a full annexation of Malacca is huge. Like, absolutely huge. I want to hit this right here. Is it just me, or do they have a lot fewer troops than they did a bit ago? They must have either moved some out. Yeah, I think they must have moved some out because they had like 100,000 a moment ago. I'm not sure where they might have taken those. Perhaps up here to help deal with this. Fair enough. That would be a thing that they should want to do. So I'd like to head down to Awari. Actually, I want to take Kyoto. If we take Kyoto, we control this choke point. So that's a huge deal. We can finish up this siege here and then have these guys come down to Awari to try to start working on that siege. For the moment, I want to see what we've got going on here. Okay. We definitely want to continue heading through here and then head into Jambi. Cool. Now, we also definitely want to take these areas from Japan, right? So we're probably going to have to back off a little bit over this way. And also, I'm going to remove Tsushima for this moment because we want to remember to take this. So that puts us at 95%. And with that, we can't take Tsushima. There are no additional provinces that we can take. This is a very, very small one. No doubt about that one. Not a big bite out of Japan coming out there, but we are going to get a huge bite out of Malacca. This is going to cost like 1,800 to core. So I feel like that's reasonably okay. We should continue to convert, of course, which we will certainly do. And we'll just make our way on down over here. 30 dip power or 10 dip power? That's an easy choice. I don't care about their opinion of us, so this is completely fine. There's another conversion finishing. Looks good. How are things looking up in Japan? Okay, so this is potentially threatening. Especially with us not having leadership up here. They're going into Kai, which I have to assume means that they're grouping up here to hit this force. Assuming that this is true, we're going to walk back here with one of these forces, not both. Only one. Okay, these guys are heading back this direction. We're going to roll up a new leader. That is 6 siege pips, and we're going to go back in. That's a really solid leader there. I like it. Checking in down over here, we definitely need to get some Malacca orders going. But this is just the standard Malacca war down here, honestly, where they're just grouping up down here and just not doing anything. So I'm not too concerned about Malacca. Japan is the bigger threat here. Okay, I was really hoping that these forts would fall here. So at this point, we're going to come in over here, although not that direction. We're going to sit here. Wait, this fort didn't fall. It was this one. Okay, we'll make our way over with this force as quick as we can. We don't care about that necessarily. These guys are walking in here. Seems okay. So we're now a lot less dangerously spread out. And these guys can come and fight this half of the Japanese army. This other half will have to go around quite a ways. These guys are locked in. So this is very good for us. Assuming we actually win it. But we have numbers, we have a good general, and I believe we have a morale benefit. We should win this. We're going to head out over here and over here. There we go. And just continue to cap in Malacca. And yeah, we're handily winning that. Beautiful. So we don't stack wipe them, but we're just going to bring in all of our forces here, because that will immediately jump us up massively. Just because of the leader. Now, I'm going to walk back over here and start capping some of this backline with 3 units. We're going to leave these others here. But I want to make sure that we're actually getting this backline dealt with. And we just finished something over this way. Yes, that was this. Cool. So in we go in Malacca. No problems whatsoever there. Okay, we don't care about those rebellions either. How are we doing on coring? Did we get all those finished? We did. Okay, just wanted to double check that. Let's wrap around like this. There we go. These guys can come up over to Kai. There we go. If I recall correctly, Kai has a gold mine, doesn't it? Or did they change that? The gold mine may have depleted at this point. Or that may be an old thing. I don't know. It's been a while since I played as Japan. Cool. The Siege of Kyoto has been done. I say as we did the Siege of, or the Ainu game not too long ago. I mean, Ainu isn't technically Japan, so my statement is correct. It's been a while since I played as Japan. We're going to head up over this way and get that taken back. And we definitely want to stack these guys in here. And for the moment, we're just waiting on this siege to crush those Malaccan forces. That'll be no problem whatsoever. We win this fight, we're going to go down and siege this castle. We want to finish up grabbing this territory, and so we shall. Cool. We're at about 50% war score here. Kolyma Separatists, sure. We did get a conversion done. There we go. Excellent. We won this on a single 14% tick. That's incredible. I love it. So we're going to start spreading out a little bit over this way to cap more territory more quickly. We'll bring these guys back over here. And these can head on up. Beautiful. Checking in on Malacca here. How are things looking? Still at -7. I mean, we don't have a leader here, so I'm not super shocked about that. We're also not really in a hurry there. Okay, that all looks reasonably fine. We can spread these guys back out. No point in taking attrition right now there. Okay. And we can start pushing forward with our capping. Now, we are going to have to get a navy in here. Where's our nearest navy? We've got this one here, which is really no longer required here, but I think we have another one around. But we'll just hop on over here, and this will be fine. Controlling the Seto Inland Sea will be completely okay. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Seto, but I don't know that for a fact. We're going to hop over this way. And we're just going to continue taking over the big island here. One of our vessels was lost, which indicates that we probably should have repaired, but it's okay. Cool. So we've now got control here, and we're going to send these lads on over. Beautiful. And we'll continue to head in over this way. And over this way. I don't care about that. There we go. Cool. So Japan is basically fully occupied. It's not quite there yet. Are they? Oh, there's a 1K stack there. Interesting. Very strange. But sure. None of this do we care about. So that's all completely fine. We can get our Zoroastrians converting. Fantastic. Or I should say our future Zoroastrians converting. They're not converted yet. We won this siege, which means that we can come in and attack the Malaccan force. That shouldn't be a problem, even without leadership here, but I'm going to put in a leader. There we go. Cool. Now, I'm not seeing any Japanese troops over this way, which is slightly wild. I'm going to send these guys here to siege, these guys here to siege. Now, we may or may not be able to get to all of these locations. It's going to be interesting. We can do things like this. Oh, no, that's very awkward. Okay, we're probably just going to pile these guys in for additional cannon bonuses on the forts then. That'll be fine. Oh, hello. The Japanese forces were there. They were just in fog of war. Noted. Everybody get in here. We're going to need the help. Okay, so we're going to take some hits here, and we're kind of trickling in. I was not necessarily expecting this to be the case. A skill 3 theologian, huh? Okay. You know, looking at the morale here, I think we're okay. I think we win this in the end. Slightly miraculously. Did these guys get stack wiped? I think they may have gotten stack wiped. I don't see them. Okay. Well, we'll just spread these forces out so that we're not taking anywhere near as much attrition. Something along the lines of this should do. There we go. Now, as far as Japan goes, I do think we win this in the end. Yeah, we did indeed win that. We're going to leave our troops here for the moment and finish up this siege. Now, they cannot cross off of this island unless they use their navy, which they kind of can't do. They can group back up, which is fine. 242. Unfortunate. So at this point, would Japan be willing to give us what we're looking for? The answer is no. They're not willing to. They have negative 111 reasons. So we need to finish up this siege here. And that should go quasi-quickly. That disease outbreak sucked a bit. I'm just watching what they're doing here and wondering what their plan is. What indeed is their plan? They're splitting up a bit here. This is actually insane. I don't know why they're doing this. I was really hoping that we'd finish that siege there, but they are definitely splitting up. I'm just going to let them do what they're doing. And we'll finish up this siege. I was hoping it would end there. It did not. Okay. But with them being split up like this means we can fight them one part at a time, which is a very big deal. They're not going to be able to reinforce once this fort falls. If they stack back up here, that's good for them. But they're just kind of running in a circle. And now they can't move. So we can fight just this side here. Easy. And now we can make our way back up over here. That said, I want to stack wipe these guys. There we go. And now we're going to send some forces out something like so. And look to do some replenishment here. They have a lot of troops here at this moment. So we're just going to cap this area. And there we go. We would like these forces to replenish a bit, or for Japan to just accept this. Which they would not currently do. They have 28 reasons not to. Primarily just demands exceed war score. So, at this point, what we need to do... That's feeling dangerous. What's the supply limit here? 60? So we can do something like this. Okay. Now these guys are going to be over the force limit. But the rest of these are not. And we should replenish fairly quickly still. Excellent. Now the question is, do we win this fight? I suspect the answer to be yes. But I wanted to give it a month tick. And now we'll go in. We have comparable numbers. We have a better leader. This is in grasslands. And I believe our morale is substantially better than theirs. It is. Far better than theirs. Heavy losses, no doubt. But we do end up winning this. And now we're going to head on over this direction. These guys who have to leave via this route, they're just going to stay and keep sieging. But I want to try to stack wipe this. Awkwardly, it didn't stack wipe. That stack wiped. And we'll keep working on stack wiping these guys. Okay. I want to double check Malacca here. Looks fully occupied to me. Cool. So we haven't managed to stack wipe this yet. And we're not going to this time either, I don't think. Okay, let's head on up there. And at this point, Japan should be willing to accept this. And they are. So that's great. We'll go ahead and accept this. We'll send that demand. They are just negotiating for themselves. So we get that territory from Japan. We will head on over and start functionally garrisoning this territory. There we go. And we will get all of that coring. Perfect. Next, we're going to hop over to Malacca here. We'll need to ticket a day. And we're looking to full annex Malacca. Now, this is going to be a lot of aggressive expansion here. More specifically, a lot of overextension. What is our current overextension? 70%. So this is going to end up being 220%. Manageable. We've been higher. We've been higher. So we'll go ahead and get that going. We demand their full annexation. And there we go. Beautiful. So we're going to sort by overextension here and start working our way down these costs. Now we're going to convert our military and our diplomatic power over as we have been at a 2-to-1 ratio. So I'm going to take mil minus 900 here. And we're going to then do dip 450 with this. No, that was the wrong one. Let me correct that. Dip minus 450. That's not allowed to do that. Actually, technically it should be. But, so technically, because of that mistake, the way that this is supposed to work with the rule set in my mind is that we only get 225 admin power. It's still worthwhile to me. So I think that'll be fine. We're going to do dip minus 400 here. I did make a mistake there, so we do lose 225 admin power. But there we go. And now we do admin 200. Okay, so we can get started on coring a number of these, but by no means all of them. Most of them, however, are coring. I'm going to not core these ones that are 0 overextension, and instead we will core these up here. There we go. That'll do. So we're going to have some unrest. That's very clear. How much? Honestly, this isn't bad. That's quite good. That is quite good. We have a rebellion here that apparently I missed at some point. Let's get that taken care of. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, so we'll get all of our Japanese forces replenishing here. And with Malacca no longer existing, our next target, of course, is Revolutionary Tidor. So that'll be fine. There's some rebels down over here. They're already dealt with. No issue there. So 128 to core here. There's a conversion finishing. Always good. Once we hit 100 diplomatic power, I'll convert some over. So there we go. Dip minus 100 and admin 50. There we go. So that doesn't allow us to convert or to start coring here just yet, but it'll be fine. Cool. I'm going to also do mill minus 100, but we're not going to have enough for that just yet. Looking at these, this is actually fine. They're walking into us, and no problem over here. Cool. We converted some heretics, so let's go ahead and get that going. Hilarious that this started drawing behind the country view. I like it. We don't quite have enough military power right now. We're only getting +8. Hang on. Are you at +5? You are. Okay, wild. Absolutely wild. So next month, we're going to be able to do this mill minus 100. Now, there's not a limit on how small this number can be, but I just like rounder numbers. So admin 50. There we go. And we'll get this core going. We may as well get this one going as well. And then just get these 123s after that. So that'll be fine. We're making 12 admin power and 11 dip power. So yeah, no big deal here. A fair amount of overextension, and we are going to have some rebels popping up very soon. In fact, this is starting to be real actual rebels now. So this looks dealt with to me, although our numbers are a bit small. But it should be okay. We'll bring this force on down, force marched. And there we go. There's another conversion finishing. Cool. We should really be sorting by unity, I feel like. Since we're only at 90% unity here. We did lose a stability, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. And we also have some revolts here. So we need to start looking at these revolts. Ooh, Armenian particularists in a lot of locations. Okay, so we will deal with this later. Hojo separatists out over here, dealt with. Although there's a good number of them, and I'm going to move these guys in and then back out as reinforcements. Moloccans down over this way. There's quite a number of them as well. We're going to move in like so. And then these guys can move up over to here. That's also Moloccan separatists there. Some separatists up over here. We'll just move these 2 units in. No problem. Banjari separatists. These guys should be able to handle that. No problem. And Moroccan separatists. No issues here either. Okay. Particularists. So we'll bring these guys up to here. We'll bring these up to here along with this unit. And then we'll bring them all up over here. There's a good number of them up this direction. Noted. We'll go ahead and force march here, bring these guys in like so. Mostly this appears to be in the Anatolia and India regions, the locations where we've had particularist issues before. So we're going to grab these two and bring them up here to deal with that. There's some forces up over this way. So we'll stack in something like so. And I'll bring these guys in as well, actually. Just to make sure. There we go. These two can come down to here and deal with that. This is a little bit difficult for us to get to with some of our forces. So we're going to bring these guys over to here, and these guys are going to come up kind of like that, and then they'll both come in here. Cool. And then as far as Anatolia goes, we'll bring these guys over. I'm going to unforce march here, and we'll attack Constantinople. We'll bring these lads on over. I'm going to have these come around like so. Unforced march, we're going to go into Antioch, and then Adana, and then into Aintab, just so we have time for these guys to come around. Okay, and then these two are both going to attack here, and that should be fine. I'm a little surprised that the particularists brewed up this quickly, but here we are. It's no big deal. We do have some Egyptian particularists as well that we'll need to deal with. We'll head up into Cairo right now. And then there's these guys out over this way. I think as long as we pop a leader here, we should be reasonably safe there. And nothing else in Africa. Looks good. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we'll start dealing with all of this. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, James, Shadow Wolf, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Unisol, Kadra, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.